Greetings, children, and welcome to episode 17
What's that?
of the Pie Crust. That's German for 7.
Oh, well, I made it that far already.
I'm Dan.
I'm Mike.
He is Mike. Welcome to the show. Alright, 4th of July was this last week, so some people like to watch a certain movie. One of those people is Mike.
Yes, the greatest movie ever made. A&E happened to play it on Independence Day night.
Welcome to Earth.
Yes, Welcome to Earth, also known as Independence Day. Yes. That's a great movie. I don't really care what anyone says. I don't know why they say it's terrible, but F them. And yeah.
So that movie came out, 19 years ago
96.
now? Okay, so
17 years ago. And I remember the day I went to see it. There's like this small theater in town, and it's like, I don't know what it is now.
Strip club.
I think it's like a children's daycare thing now.
It used to be a movie theater?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I haven't been in that corner. All I know it's in the shopping center where my gym is. Yeah, I haven't been in that corner though. But it's like this little strip mall type thing. And there's like this 2-theater movie thing right in the corner of the strip mall that was there. And then they later got rid of it. I also saw Mortal Kombat and Toy Story in that theater, I remember.
Congratulations.
Yes, very cool story.
You punched the president?
Well, he wasn't president at the time.
I don't know, you punched the president.
Area 51, David, Area 51.
Can all cable repairmen do this? Yes, Pop, all cable repairmen can. They're gonna catch a cold, David.
My God. You know, when I was in high school, my teacher pointed out that movie is like a ripoff of War of the Worlds. Which makes sense, because when the aliens get to Earth, they die because of the sickness, and guess what they used to defeat the aliens in Independence Day?
A computer virus.
Yes.
Slightly different.
A virus, nonetheless.
Unlike a Apple, like an original MacBook.
Wait, was it? I remember there was a 2001 Space Odyssey reference in there, but I was too young to get it at the time.
Oh, when he boots up his computer and it says, "Hello, David."
Morning, David.
Yeah, there's quite a few references in that movie. I didn't see that movie until I owned a VHS of it at Christmas that year. Which is wild, because that movie was out for like 3 months in the theaters. Like, school had started up again, and it was still in the theaters.
They were that quick back in the day? I thought it took longer to get them on tape.
No, like, the movie came out on like July 3rd, right? It was in theaters through September, and it came out on VHS like right before Christmas.
Oh. Because nowadays the turnaround is like 3 months.
If a movie's really crappy, it'll be out in like a month and a half.
Or like a week if you're WWE films.
I don't even know if they even try to put them in theaters anymore. I mean, last time I looked one up, it was like in 3 theaters, and it was like, you have to be in LA or at the Mall of America.
No, wait, Knucklehead, that only made like $80 or something.
Yeah, because it was like, there was one showing in the Mall of America, and it was like a weird time. It was like 6:30 on a Thursday or something. And it was like, wow. And it was only there, only in like 2 cities.
I think they were just straight to DVD that just happened to get a small release. That's what I think they are. So anyway, back with Independence Day. Apparently in 2015 they are making 2 sequels.
Oh wait, that's the wrong thing.
Wrong. Wait, what's the Independence Day thing? Damn it.
I don't remember.
I'd look it up on YouTube, but I got...
In the words of my generation,
yes, so
up yo!
I I saw it on E&A, so they sent E&A. I saw it on A&E, and they like censored out even the word ass.
All right, you alien holes.
It just says all right, and then it goes right to in the words of my.
All right, in the words of my generation, people try to put us down.
Spread the words, boys.
Tell them how to take those sons
Tell them how to take those
down.
sons down.
I always love how that guy said that last line. Tell them how to take those sons of bitches down.
Robert Loggia. R as in Robert Loggia. O as in, oh my god, it's Robert Loggia. But yes, 2 Independence Day sequels coming in 2015. Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman will apparently be back.
Bill Pullman.
Not Will Smith, because he's a rich asshole.
Because he just finally had a movie not open #1, and now he's all butthurt.
But my movie.
But I've had #1 movies since Independence Day, every movie.
That's what happens when people stop liking you, because you keep buying movies for your kid, and when M. Night Shyamalan makes your movies.
His last few movies were bad, and people finally caught on.
Men in Black 3, terrible.
I haven't seen that still.
I think that was the only other one he did. Because they took a break and then he came back.
Since, like, Hancock, all his movies have not been very good.
I liked iRobot, though.
iRobot was, like, 04 or something. I think I was still in college.
I think I was in high school, yeah.
I was still in college. So, yeah. I remember I watched Independence Day in college, and it had only been, like, 5 years since the movie came out, and, like, all the effects and stuff were already dated already. It's like, it's only been 5 years and it's already really dated. But apparently you said the other day that with, like, all the Transformers and stuff nowadays looks so crappy that Independence Day looks good again.
No, you know how all this CGI crap, it's, like, so fake looking? Come on, you got it. Someone's got to agree with me, though.
When the gunmetal robot fights the gunmetal robot.
You seen the commercials for World War Z, right?
Yeah.
How freaking plastic those zombies look.
Dude, those aren't fast zombies. Those are flash zombies. Good lord. See how fast they're moving?
But don't they look so fake, though?
I think it's because they're, like, using, like, 1,000 of them at a time. That it has to be super fake. They're, like, climbing the Great Wall of China or something, and it's just like, yeah, we're gonna need, like, 5,000 zombies here.
Well, if you know what I mean, though. I guess. Because when they used actual models and explosions for, like, the special effects when they blew up the White House model and the Empire State Building model. So anyway, Kiss My Ass, I still like it. Let's move on.
Elvis isn't dead, he went home.
It's the wrong movie.
Oh, wait. You put Will Smith in that movie, too. All Will Smith movies are in the same universe. Could you imagine?
That's the big deal. I can't think of any of these movies right now.
Wild West.
White boy, come in the house. Somebody just clean that floor. Woohoo!
Bad Boys 2. Talk about Michael Bay movies. Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2.
The only good Michael Bay movie.
Those and The Rock.
I gotta look it up. We're spending too much damn time on this one, but whatever.
I remember having either it was Mad Magazine or Cracked Magazine, and their satire of Independence Day was Independs Day, as in everyone's peeing and pooping themselves.
Oh, the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West.
I said Wild Wild West. Cisco, we're going straight to the Wild Wild West. Anyway.
Oh, I Am Legend was good.
You Are Legend. Wait for it, Derry.
Alright, let's move on.
Alright, so there's going to be a new TV miniseries,
I guess
documentary thing?
Docu-series?
A short docu-series?
Miniseries? Series? Television show.
But it's only, like, going to be for, like, 3 or 4 weeks
Six
of shows.
episodes.
Oh, 6?
Yes.
and it is called Heroes of Cosplay.
The cosplay, yes. Yes, it's become a recent hobby of mine. Looking at
so look at hot chicks dressed up.
Look at hot chicks dressing up.
This is a recent development of mine.
Yeah, it was like a year ago. You know,
I like hot chicks.
Back when Nigri, when I first found out about her, I'm like, wow, yeah.
Is she gonna be like the person that's in 99% of this thing?
Probably. We're gonna get her on the show eventually. We'll have to throw a bunch of money at her.
Once we get like a 10,000% increase of listens.
when we go from 2 listeners to about 50.
I suppose. You know what we could do is we go for the low hanging fruit and then we work our way up.
Yes, I plan on trying to get cosplay models on the show, I guess, once we get more comfortable doing this. But I do enjoy the art of cosplay now, since it's just girls that just are good at making costumes. But I do look forward to watching it, and I plan on watching it. 3 people I know, or 3 models I really know are on there. Monica Lee, Commander Holly, who I met at New York. She works for BioWare, and she dresses as Commander Shepard at conventions.
Is FemShep?
FemShep, yes. I got a picture.
Is she the one that was in the documentary about Comic-Con?
I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
There was a documentary at Comic-Con that the
Is that
30
the Fans Hope thing? Is that what?
Yeah, a Fans Hope is like its subtitle.
I'll have to look it up.
It was that guy that did the Super Size Me. Morgan Spurlock did a documentary on Comic-Con one year.
Comic-Con episode. Yes, that is her. Yes.
Yes.
Holly Conrad.
She made like a freaking awesome FemShep. They made like a fully animatronic head for Grunt. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, she's good at all that sculpting stuff, because I believe she's working on... She made a creature for Pacific Rim, actually.
Oh, she made one of the kaiju for that?
Yes, she made Crab Cat, I believe it's called.
It's a crab cat?
It's called... I guess her thing now is a little design studio is called Crab Cat Industries.
Oh. In
yes.
that documentary, she was just doing stuff out of her garage with like 2 friends.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
So, did a really good job.
That's indeed her.
I recommend that Comic-Con episode 1 or...
Yeah, I gotta watch that now. I know
it's good.
And thirdly is Riddle, who you might know as the girl I asked you which was the best sexy female Batman.
Do we? I think we mentioned it, but I don't know if we...
We might have told the story.
Behind.
Let's tell it anyway.
Sexy female Batman.
Yes. I won a contest for this cosplayer model to win a free poster. So then I asked Dan, I was like trying to decide which one I liked, so I sent Dan a link of all the pictures, and I'm like, which one's your favorite sexy female Batman?
And then I looked at him and I'm like, wait a minute. This is Huntress.
That's friggin' Huntress.
She's dressed up as Huntress. Which is funny because you were already obsessed with Huntress because like
the first Huntress from the TV show.
The first episode of Arrow with her in it had like just happened the week before.
Favorite character ever.
Like you don't even know your favorite character.
She's such my favorite. I don't even know what she's supposed to look like in the comics.
Batman.
Look at this sexy female Batmans.
So I told you that it was Huntress, and then I gave you the correct poster to get.
Well, it was either that or some other character I never heard of from some anime. Okay. And I became a fan of her because I found that one Wasp thing she did.
Oh, I saw a picture of a cosplaying couple as Wasp and Ant-Man, and I decided that you should just be Ant-Man, and that way you can creep on all the wasps, and it'll be okay.
Well, I gotta save up for my Green Arrow outfit, so when I find Huntress...
So you can find all the Huntresses and
all the sexy female Batmans.
And all the Black Canaries you can.
The Black Canaries?
I guess.
Anyway, yes, I plan on watching that show. And I'll probably talk about it on here.
It's Heroes of Cosplay, but it will be 90% women and like 1 guy.
Is there a guy on there? I didn't look at. There's a few names I recognize, but I don't really know who they are.
It's like Nigri's gonna be in there somewhere. I swear.
I didn't see her name.
Was Ivy June Kitty in there?
No, I didn't see her either. It was like the only other.
Is the girls from Kira Kira in there?
I don't think they're that well known.
They're freaking awesome.
I only found them because I was looking at the Borderlands tag on Tumblr, and she had a really good Gage cosplay from Borderlands 2.
She's freaking awesome Gage cosplay. So awesome that I use her name as my Gage's name in Borderlands 2.
True story, by the way, because he tells me about it all the time.
I actually just restarted a game as that character. Is Kelly Jean going to be on that show?
Kelly Jean, she's in UK, so I doubt it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, all the sexy cosplay girls from that page all the girls from the sexy cosplay page are based in UK.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That sucks. I'm sure there's going to be some chick dressed as Elizabeth on that show. From the BioShock Infinite.
You know what? Because Monica Lee did recently do Elizabeth.
She did?
Yes.
She did Elizabeth?
Yes.
First thing I saw Monica Lee do was Rogue.
Why is Jason Worth trending? I guess he just hit a home run off the Phillies.
Congratulations.
Hey, speaking of cosplay, let's go to your next thing.
Oh, speaking of reason why Nigri probably won't be on that show, is because she's not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con next week.
Oh, yes, I heard that.
Because she got taken away on Sunday of whatever con she was at for some emergency or whatever. So I'm guessing that's why she's not going to be at Comic-Con.
I heard she was back. Or it was fine.
I
was reading her Twitter.
I hope everything is all right, because it's just because that way I can be funny in saying that she goes to hole in the wall cons, but she can't go to the con. The San Diego Comic-Con International.
You know, I've never heard of Anime Expo, but like I guess it's pretty big now.
I don't know.
I've heard of Dragon Con, and I know Otakon is becoming pretty big.
Otakon, yeah.
Otakon. Isn't that Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah, that's the guy that calls you on the line. That's what I always say, but Otakon makes more sense because they're doing the whole otaku
I think that's
nerdiness.
Yeah,
and
that's all anime. I think.
Not an anime guy. I've only liked one anime, and it was Trigun. That's it. So if you dress up as sexy Vash the Stampede, I will know what you were referencing.
Well, she's going to Australia this weekend.
To Adelaide.
All right. So is anything happening at San Diego Comic-Con besides Jessica Nigri not being there?
San Diego Comic-Con, so everyone's going to be there. I don't know. But everyone but Jessica Nigri is going to be there. The Nerdist folks are doing the Course of the Force again, where they are, and it just started today or last night. It's a lightsaber baton relay, like the Olympics with the torch, and they start from Skywalker Ranch and they go to Comic-Con. And they raise money for charity. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It might be the same old stuff, like all the new movies coming out.
Yeah, it's going to be all the.
Like, I'm sure that
they're going to probably have a Thor and a Captain America stuff.
They might have like an Avengers 2 panel maybe, or they might announce the last few castings for Guardians of the Galaxy.
There might be a Firefly reunion because they're all over the place.
They kind of had one at Wizard World Philly, but then Nathan Fillion pulled out.
That's what she said.
Yes. Yeah. Verizon finally got back to me, so I'm going to take care of this real quick. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Comic-Con.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it.
As it happens.
Yeah, which is probably going to be 2 weeks from now. But on to gaming. You finished Tomb Raider Anniversary, right?
Yes, I finally beat it. And yeah, like I said, I think a few weeks ago, it really does show his age. And I didn't know, but now I just like rechecked Wikipedia. It is an updated version of the original game. Like they tightened up the
very first game.
Yeah, the very first Tomb Raider game. Like some of the stages they redid, but it's pretty much the same game. Like the bosses are still kind of the same.
And that darn bear shows up in the first level.
Is there? Oh yeah, there's a bear in that one.
I remember like coming down through the hole in the original game, and the bear was like right there one time. I was like, "That's not even fair, bro."
Yeah, I know there's like one pit you fall in, and there's like a bear.
So it's dated.
Lost my train of thought. I'm trying to do two things at once now. Yeah, it's kind of dated. Well, it's still pretty good. I think I said, there's frustrating parts. Like near the end, you have to like jump to this platform. It took me like 10 times because you have to sometimes you have to hold down A to get a farther jump. But I never got it. And then when I finally got it, I was like holding on to the edge. I went to pull myself up, but the platform was moving, and there's like some little glitch. Like sometimes when you climb up onto a ledge, you like fall back a little. But so she fell off repeatedly. So I kept falling in the lava and I kept dying. I was like about to chuck my controller.
Throw your controller against the wall.
Rage quit. Yeah, even the Tomb Raider reboot almost had me rage quit a few times. There's that freaking parachute sequence when you're like trying to fly through the trees.
Sounds like fun.
Also, I want to mention about the reboot one. The soundtrack is awesome. And I downloaded that and I listened to it, and it's quite good. Shout out to Jason Graves, because he did the Dead Space soundtracks too, and it sounds just like a Dead Space game, which kind of works.
Except for you're in the middle of a jungle.
But it still has like the same elements, like those shrieking violins. You know what I mean?
Like Psycho?
You'll have to listen to it.
I'll play that eventually. Okay.
I see it on sale for like $30. I'm like, LOL, I got this for... No, I think I saw it for 40 recently. And I'm like, LOL, I got this for 20. But yeah, and I think I freaking glitched the game because I'm trying to beat it on hard. And they say if you go through time trials, it sets back the difficulty to medium. So I think that happened. So I guess I'll have to play it again on hard to get that damn last achievement. I'm going to get 1,000 on this game, I tell you.
That last achievement. Alright, so last week we talked about that the Walking Dead adventure game 400 Days expansion was coming out. I watched the two best friends play it. You played it.
I actually played it, yes. You know what? We're going to talk about it on the air here, too. I thought it was 5 separate episodes. Because the way they said 5 separate storylines. You know, I thought they would do, like, the same thing. And then when I was, like, reading a review, it's like, well, the episodes last about 20 minutes. So I'm like, I'm not buying a 20-minute game for $5. Then you're like, LOL, it's all the episodes.
It's all in one thing.
But
it's actually 6 things, but
yeah, like that brief epilogue.
They're all like 15 minutes long.
But it's like the best thing about the last game was how good it was story wise, and it kind of continues here. But there's like barely any gameplay in this one. Like there's no puzzles at all. You just like walk around and talk to people.
Yeah, it seems like they had some ideas for stories, but they didn't have enough to flesh it out. So they just made this short little thing to hold you off until Season 2 came out next year.
Yeah, did you notice... We're going to talk about spoilers, I guess, here, because you watched it already.
Yeah.
They did mention Vernon in the one episode. Remember him?
Yes.
From like episode 4, I believe. was the last game, the old guys with the cancer.
Yes.
And they mentioned about him losing a boat.
Because he stole the boat from the garage.
And also, when you're walking down the road as the black kid.
Russell?
Yes. And you can hide next to a body.
And it's Carly or...
That's all oh crap, it's Carly!
It's Carly or the nerd guy. I don't remember him.
Doug.
Doug, yes. He's the heavy. He's the heavy. He draws aggro. And that is a missable achievement. There's 2 achievements that are not story-based that you can miss.
I did get the rock, paper, scissors one. I beat him 2. I beat him 2 in 2 hands.
You only get to beat him once, right, for the achievement?
It's best of 3. I got.
You have to win to get the achievement?
You have to win the series.
Oh, okay. I know. There's apparently a logic loop that the AI uses that you can exploit, I read, so you can do that. But yes, the other missable achievement is to beat a guy in rock, paper, scissors. Because while you're running away from a guy in a truck, you hit somebody else. And you're trying to determine who's going to go out and see if the person's okay or whatever. So, of course, you Rochambeau. And if you win, you get an achievement. If you lose, you don't get an achievement. But guess what? You're only 3 minutes into the thing anyway, so you can just replay
You're
it.
a minute in.
You're even closer in the other one if you miss if you don't dive into the bushes. You're only 10 seconds in.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But even when I was walking down that road, and I'm like, oh man, what if I find Lily here?
Maybe.
Because I was waiting for her to show up.
I think the 2 best friends were like, oh, I wonder if Lily's here. And then all of a sudden it was Carly down there.
Carly's dead.
Well, somebody had killed her again, too, so she didn't come back to life. You and your girlfriend down there. So yeah, it's about an hour, 10 minutes total. And you'll get the achievements, and it's... Well, was it a fun experience even though it was short? I would think so.
Yeah, it's a storytelling. I guess they're setting up the universe even more. Or it was kind of like the it was, how Mass Effect 2 had the Arrival? It linked up. It was it was hyping up Mass Effect 3. Oh, you haven't played that one, have you?
I haven't played any of the DLC in Mass Effect games. And because of some stupid glitches in things and missing game saves, I have never had a streamlined experience through the Mass Effect series. I have never had my Mass Effect 1 stuff affect Mass Effect 2, and I've never had Mass Effect 2 stuff affect Mass Effect 3. It was always just random.
But yeah, the Arrival shows of why he ended up in jail on Earth, and
does it? It's not a prequel because that a prequel happens in the real world after, but in story time before.
But yeah, he wanted to slow down the Reapers, so he destroyed this mass relay, which also destroyed a Batarian colony.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah. Anyway, back to more spoilers about The Walking Dead 400 Days. When the girl finds the group at the end, I thought they were talking about Woodbury, but then I also thought it might have been Crawford, but then how far, I don't know how, if...
Oh, because they're 400 days into the infection, so it can't be Crawford, right?
Yeah, because if Vernon lost the boat, that means Crawford was already overrun.
Yep. Because imagine at the end of the Walking Dead series, well, I don't know. Because you skip 2 months between episode 1 and 2, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's just a few months. I don't think it's 40 days, 400 days.
Yeah, you skip a couple months, that's 60 days. Who knows how long each of the... episode
Yeah, I think the other ones are pretty much back-to-back-ish.
Episode 1 happens in like 2 or 3 days, right? Not counting the time that he's knocked out at the beginning. Because who knows how long he was knocked out at the beginning?
Maybe like a day. Day at best.
So after he wakes up, it takes a day to get to the farm. And then a day... Say they drive a day after that, and then a whole day there.
How long did it take him to get there on the train?
Yeah. And then the episode 2 takes place over one entire day. Starts early in the morning and probably ends the next morning, really. Episode 3 is the train. That's all probably in a day and a half. 4 is in like 2 days. But the time in between is that I don't know if it'll be 400 days, but it would be close.
Yeah, I initially thought it was Woodbury because she mentions running water. Oh, we got running water back where... Running water, oh my god.
Running water? I don't know, I'm thinking it's just us on another place, and that sets up season 2.
Yeah, because they don't really mention any of the other characters besides the aforementioned Vernon and Carly/Doug.
Yeah.
But we still don't know where Clementine is.
She's sitting on a rock in a field, and she sees 2 people on top of a hill. Who are those 2 people? And where are Omid and what's her name? They were supposed to find her and take her away. And there's Clementine by herself in a field sitting on a rock. Jerks. Alright, I got into the World of Tanks beta.
Yes, I did.
World of Tanks is coming out in sometime this summer, so you got about 2 months left for that game to come out. It's World of Tanks. If you haven't played World of Tanks, it's like any other war game.
It's a world full of tanks.
Except for, you're in a tank. You're always in a tank.
Did I mention that the tank is a tank?
Did I mention that the tank is a tank? So, it's like anything else. You go around, you kill everybody, you try to capture the flag, kind of thing. And if you're like me, you're not very good at that, so you've already stopped playing. I'm like, oh, right, I'm in a tank. And then a minute later, I'm dead. And I can't play anymore.
I was going to tell you to talk about it more because I had to pee.
That's World of Tanks.
So
Maybe if I could get together with like a squadron of friends or something, I might have a better time, but it's just kind of...
Yeah, I'm sure... Yeah, I'll have gold by the time that comes out.
Well, you're going to have gold soon, but that's the last thing we're talking about.
Yeah, I'll bring that up later.
On Steam now, you can get Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, I believe.
Oh, really? I just saw 7, and I was like, oh my god, I want it, but I can't because Mac. Ah, damn it, I'm on Facebook.
What a jerk. It's the second time you've done that.
It's like the 3rd time. That's like the 7th time I've done that.
Oh, so you've done it once you've done it every episode? I close everything out. Pretty jerk. Jerky face.
Oh, I still didn't take care of Verizon.
I played Final Fantasy VII on PC back in the day. It wasn't as good as the PlayStation version, but I'm sure they cleaned up a little bit. Took care of it. But it's not available on... There's not a Mac version right now, or ever, maybe. I don't know. So, you can play classic Final Fantasy through Steam. Although I saw that the price was like too high, which is odd for Steam, because that game should be like $10, and I think it was like $30. I could find out, but I'd probably ruin my internet, and the show would become nothing, because everything would crash. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII, you can buy it. Go right ahead.
But yes, I wanted to get it, but it's not on Mac.
Yes.
And I always wanted to play that game. I missed that one when it came out. Or I didn't play it when it came out. But I do have a friggin' adorable Cloud plush doll over there.
You sleep with it at night?
No. It's over there guarding my wall.
It's guarding your wall.
Where my cosplay posters used to be. But I took them down, so it's creepy. It's less creepy now.
Yeah, and now they're all in a binder, which is
They're
actually more creepy.
The pictures won't stick together.
Oh, no!
Oh. We're gonna have to tag this episode explicit.
There has been a Happy Wars update, but it is such of an update that you have to delete your version you have now and re-download it.
Oh.
So, delete Happy Wars, download Happy Wars again. It's version 1.1. They have added a secondary class for the warrior. It's called the Berserker. It can dual wield. So instead of having a shield, you can have like another sword. So that's kind of cool. And there's other various differences in there. There's like a mission template thing where for completing certain things you get gifts, bonus gifts, and stuff. And chances are if you've played Happy Wars much, you've already unlocked like half of them so far. So you get free gifts. Different.
Yeah, I haven't played it. One, because I don't have gold, and two, I don't feel like playing it anymore because they took my freaking S-Class away from that game by adding those stupid achievements that are going to be like...
For a title update.
It's going to take me about 2 years to probably get them all.
Yep.
Oh, I got breaking news here. Speaking of gaming, Nintendo is pulling Super Smash Bros. Melee footage from the EVO fighting game tournament thing, whatever that's called. And a lot of people are upset because people play that game hardcore still.
They're pulling the footage from the...
It's the broadcast footage, or they're just pulling the game entirely? Well, it says streaming schedule, so...
So they're not going to play Melee?
Show it? I guess they're still going to show it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's they tried to... The community raised $100,000 for breast cancer research, hoping that they would get featured in the streams, but they're not. And another note here, Nintendo's trying to go after people on YouTube that are doing Let's Play videos of their games. Yep.
Oh, I plan on doing Let's Plays again soon.
We should do some for the show, where we play each other in NBA Jam.
It'd be hilarious.
You know where Lou Olding went to college?
Duke.
You got so mad.
I was mad because they were whooping our butt. But then you were like, "Where did Lou Olding go to college?" And then I got even more mad because I knew where he went to college, and he went to Duke, and I'm a UNC man. You just made me even more angry. We did turn around and win that game against Kirk Heinrich and Lou Olding, that they could kiss my.
Oh, are you there still?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we got cut out.
Today, Rockstar released in-game gameplay footage of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, yes, that's right. Talk about it for a minute, because I gotta pee.
No, he's not a pee.
He's gotta puke.
He's gotta. It is fantastic. It shows off. It didn't really show off much driving. It showed off you flying different kinds of planes, flying helicopters. They showed a little bit of footage from a mission where Trevor is in a helicopter and the one guy rappels off the helicopter into a building, crashes in through a glass window, grabs a guy. There's people in the room with guns. He says that I need some help. He switches characters, pulls back to Franklin on the building across the way, and he snipes the people with the sniper rifle.
That looked really cool.
And then he switches back to I can't remember the one guy's name. Switches back to the one guy. He grabs the guy again.
It's Michael, right?
Yes, Michael.
Oh.
Grabs the guy, takes him out the window, tells Trevor to pull them back up into the helicopter, and then they fly away. And then the other helicopter shows up, so he switches to somebody again, and he hits the helicopter with machine gun fire. It's freaking awesome.
Yes.
Switching people on the fly like that while you're flying too.
But I hope it doesn't turn into a chore, though.
Yeah. I'm hoping you don't, there isn't times where they're like, you absolutely have to switch, and have it be something that's much more difficult. I don't care if it's oh, well, now you need to switch, because that's one thing, but if it's now you need to switch to the guy that's doing the most difficult thing so you can fail. Because that's going to not be cool with me.
These two are driving, and you have to fly a plane really close to the Earth, and if you go too high, you lose.
And if you go too low, you crash.
You remember that mission from San Andreas?
I never got very far in San Andreas.
One of the missions you have to do for James Woods, you have to fly this plane really close to the surface because you don't want to get caught on radar. And if you get too far away, then you lose. It took me so many attempts. Yeah. But I still love that game, even though there's so many frustrating missions in there.
I've never beaten the mission at the beginning of the game where you're with Big Smoke and you're there to meet the Russians and the Russians attack you. And then you escape on a motorcycle and Big Smoke's driving the motorcycle and you're on the back shooting and it becomes the scene from Terminator 2 where you're in the river overrun area. And a friggin' big rig crashes through a bridge, and it's crazy. I never beat that. I never beat that mission. Never, ever.
You know why you didn't beat it?
Why?
Because you a straight buster.
You was a buster, CJ. You a straight buster.
These are CJ's ducats.
So yeah, it got me really hyped for the game again, and guess what, folks?
You know, that guy sounds just like CJ.
Who, Franklin?
GTA 5, yeah.
Guess what?
Is the same guy?
He could be CJ's son, because the time met
Is it in
matches.
Oh yeah, because it's
the early 90s in San Andreas, and it's 2013, and it's been 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Yo, Dad, can I get some money? No, he's a straight buster.
You some buster. You hear what I said with Big Smoke? So yeah, it got me really hyped, but as I was saying before, guess what? There's still 9 more weeks till the game comes out.
Oh, it's that close. Yes. September, right?
Yep, September 17th. It is right now. It is July 10th, right?
July 9th.
July 9th? All right. So, yeah, Tuesday 17th, that's 9 weeks from now. So, get hype and then get sad.
And we are sure going to talk about that game when it comes out.
Oh, yeah, we are.
That's the only game we're going to be playing.
For September into half of October. And then I'll talk about Batman.
Until Arkham comes out.
Yep. Last thing on the docket.
Is the last thing? Yes.
Is that Assassin's Creed 2 is indeed going to be the next free games for having gold.
Yay.
On the 16th, so 1 week from today, you will get Assassin's Creed 2 for free if you have gold.
And guess what I did on the way home from work?
You pick up a gold card?
Yes, I went to SolidWorks, and I picked up a gold card. So I got 3 months of gold waiting.
You're just going to wait until next Tuesday?
I'm going to wait till Tuesday, then get it, and then probably not play it right away, because I want to kind of getting more into Crisis, and I'm sure I'm going to play Tomb Raider Anniversary still.
Because you bought Crisis when it was $5 last week.
Yes, I ended up buying it $5. I played the opening level.
So you have nothing to say about the game quite yet, besides the fact that you own it right now.
I'd like to go back to restart it on easy, because it's kind of intense on medium right now.
Yeah. First playthrough, I usually play easy. I want to experience the game. I don't want to get caught up in constantly dying and not like a game, because I want to like video games, folks.
Yes. I played on medium because I'm not a girl and I want a challenge. Oh! Oh! That was mean.
At the same time, you think it's too tough for you to play and you're going to start over on easy.
Yeah.
So...
Kiss my fat ass.
So, you have one more week to get Defense Grid, which is...
Let me hurry up and redeem that card.
Which is a $10 game that you get for free, it's a fine game.
Oh, also...
I haven't played it in a week.
Also, I pre-ordered Killer is Dead.
Oh, we talked about that last week, about how
we mentioned the stuff, and yes, I went and got it same price as regular game.
63,
yes,
64.34, I think the price is here, with tax.
Oh, is it? Oh, I just put it down to 5 for now.
Oh, you put it on the 5. The game comes out in like 2 weeks.
Because I meant to take a few games, but plans changed, and I just stopped there on the way home from work anyway because Solid Works is right there.
Oh, I am going to GameStop tomorrow to trade in a couple of games so I can finally get State of Decay, Xbox Live Arcade game. I've been wanting to play it since it came out, and I'm just like, finally, I'm going to trade in these 2 games to get the money I need because I got to do it. But yes, grab your gold soon, kiddos, so you can play Assassin's Creed 2.
Yes, and I always wanted to play that one, and according to my friend, there's some pretty sweet parts in there, but I kind of know a spoiler about the game.
When you start the game, you are a baby, and yes, you play as the baby.
Oh, really?
Well, you just move his arms and legs.
Oh.
I'm a baby!
I mean, like, part of the conspiracy type thing.
Oh, but you win.
Because I'm like, I'm probably never going to finish this game, so I'm probably never going to. So, I don't care if it's sport.
I only have missing 3 or 4 achievements in that game. I guess I'll clean them up. So I guess there's no rest for the wicked.
Oh. Well, you know what they say. And now we got to do a better way of setting this up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no rest for the wicked.